What if I told you there's a tiny copper coin sitting in your kitchen drawer right now, worth nearly $1 million? Yes, a humble 2009 Lincoln cent. No mint mark, no silver,
No glitter.
just one small detail. That could make you a millionaire. But here's the twist. Most people throw it away. Or worse, they spend it. That's like using a lottery ticket to buy a candy bar. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes the 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth up to $970,000, how to spot one, and how to turn your change jar into a financial breakthrough. First, why the 2009 Lincoln penny? And what's so special about no mint mark? 2009 wasn't just any year. It was Lincoln's bicentennial, 200 years since his birth. To commemorate the occasion, the U.S. Mint released 4 special reverse designs showing his life stages. Some 2009 pennies were minted in extraordinarily low quantities, without a mint mark, and with critical errors, making them ultra-rare. A rare version of this penny, discovered in near-perfect condition, sold for $970,000 at a private auction. That's not a typo. That's nearly $1 million for 1 cent. When was the last time you looked at a penny and thought, retirement fund? But here's the fear factor: these coins are vanishing fast. Collectors are buying them up. Others are hoarding them. And every day, fewer remain in circulation. The question is, do you have one? The exact features to look for? And a trick to find one without leaving your home. To find a 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth up to $970,000, here's what you need to do, step by step. Look for the 2009 Lincoln penny with Lincoln sitting on a log reading. This is the formative years reverse, the most error-prone of the series. Check the front. If there's no mint mark under the date, it may be from Philadelphia. This makes it one of the lowest minted errors. Examine for doubling, die errors, or off-center strikes. Even a minor imperfection can multiply its value by 10x or more. You don't need to be an expert. You just need a magnifying glass and patience. Because if you do find one, your life could change overnight. No college degree, no investment firm, just you, a penny, and a little luck. Now imagine you never check your change. Imagine you give it away. Imagine you spend your fortune on a gumball. Don't let that be your story. Check your drawers, your jars, your glove box, because time is running out. And in our next video, we'll reveal 3 more pennies currently selling for over $500,000, including one that was found in a gas station parking lot. Subscribe now so you don't miss it. Drop a comment if you found any 2009 pennies. We might feature you in our next video. And download our free guide, 5 pennies that could make you rich. You're not just collecting coins, you're unlocking a legacy. 1 cent at a time. We're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history, the 1973 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. And yes, this little penny could be worth as much as $1.5 million. If you're aged 30 to 70 and have old coins tucked away, this video is for you. At first glance, the 1973 Lincoln penny looks just like any other. But what makes this coin extraordinary is something you might not even know to look for: the absence of a mint mark. So what exactly is a mint mark? It's a tiny letter stamped on the coin indicating where it was made: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Most 1973 pennies have a D for Denver or no mark for Philadelphia. But this rare coin is a special case where the no mint mark version wasn't officially released in circulation. Why? Because the Philadelphia Mint never intended to produce pennies without a mint mark in 1973. In 1973, all pennies from Philadelphia were supposed to have the P mint mark. However, a few error coins slipped through, pennies without any mint mark at all. These error coins are extremely rare, making them some of the most sought after in the world by collectors. Now, you're probably wondering, why would a tiny penny be worth $1.5 million? It comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. Only a handful of these no mint mark 1973 pennies are known to exist. Because they're so scarce and highly coveted by collectors, the value skyrockets. Plus, If the coin is in pristine condition, meaning no scratches, wear, or discoloration, its value increases even more. Coin grading experts use scales to measure a coin's condition, and a perfect 1973 no-mint mark penny can fetch upwards of $1.5 million. But even less perfect examples can be worth tens or hundreds of thousands. So, what should you do if you find a 1973 penny that looks a little unusual or has no mint mark at all? Here's what I recommend. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage its surface and drastically reduce its value. Check under good lighting and use a magnifying glass. Look closely for mint marks. Get a professional appraisal. Reach out to a trusted coin dealer or a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Keep the coin safe. Store it in a protective holder to preserve its condition. Let me share a quick story. A gentleman in his 60s found a 1973 no-mint mark penny in his old coin jar. After professional grading, it sold for over $1 million at auction. Stories like this happen more often than you think, and your forgotten penny could be the next. When it comes time to sell, don't rush. Research your coin, get multiple appraisals, and consider auction houses specializing in rare coins. Selling directly online or to unknown buyers can be risky. To wrap up, the 1973 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a true treasure for collectors and sellers alike. If you have old coins, especially pennies from the early 1970s, take a closer look. You never know. That penny might be your ticket to an incredible payday. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding and selling valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And if you found a rare coin or have questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. We're diving deep into the story of a rare 1979 Lincoln penny, missing a mint mark, that has taken the coin collecting world by storm. And if you're over 30 and still holding on to those old coins, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Welcome to where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're looking to sell old coins or learn what makes them valuable, hit that subscribe button and let's unlock the mystery behind the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. First things first, what is this coin? In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies. Most had a mint mark, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, but a small number had no mint mark at all. This missing mint mark usually means it was made in Philadelphia, which didn't include mint marks at that time. But here's where it gets interesting. Certain 1979 pennies with specific die errors or proof quality details without a mint mark have sold for astronomical amounts. So how can a penny be worth $1.6 million? There are three reasons. The coin may have been struck using proof dies or had a double die obverse. While common for Philadelphia coins, certain errors make this one extremely rare. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are rare and valuable. In one shocking auction, a collector paid over $1.6 million for a flawless 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine proof-like condition. That's because rarity and condition drive value. Look closely at the date and the area where a mint mark should be. Look at In God We Trust or Lincoln's profile for signs of a double DI at no scratches, wear, or discoloration. Weigh it should weigh around 3.11 grams. A different weight might mean a special strike. If your coin checks these boxes, you could be holding something truly rare. Think you found a valuable 1979 penny? Don't clean it, that lowers its value. Instead, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. These are professional coin grading services. Research recent sales on eBay or heritage auctions to compare. Consider contacting a reputable coin dealer or appraiser. Even if it's not worth $1 million, some 1979 no-mint mark pennies have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Not every penny without a mint mark is rare. Don't fall for scams online promising instant millions. Don't use harsh chemicals or polish. This destroys collector value. Always get a second opinion before you sell. So, could that jar of old coins in your kitchen be worth a fortune? Maybe. Start checking today. You never know what hidden treasure is waiting. Do you have a 1979 penny? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and valuable finds. We're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1973 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, some of these pennies could be worth up to $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, if you have old pennies tucked away, stay tuned, because you might just have a fortune in your hands. The Lincoln penny has been an American staple since 1909, but the 1973 D Mint Mark penny is something very special and rare. This isn't your everyday 1-cent coin. It's one that collectors dream about. But what makes it so valuable, and how can you tell if yours is the real deal? Let's find out. First off, the D Mint mark means the penny was minted in Denver. Now, in 1973, millions of pennies were produced. So how does a common coin suddenly become worth over $1 million? The answer lies in something called an error coin. Error coins are coins that have some kind of minting mistake. It could be a double die, missing mint mark, or a striking error. In the case of the 1973 D Lincoln penny, the incredibly rare variety we're talking about is called the 1973 double die obverse, or DDO for short. In simple terms, a double die error means that during the coin's creation, the design was stamped twice in slightly different positions. This causes parts of the coin's design, like the letters or numbers, to appear doubled or blurry. On the 1973 D penny, collectors look for doubling on the date 1973 and the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Now, spotting these errors can be tricky. You need a good magnifying glass, a sharp eye, and a bit of patience. But if you find this error on your penny, it could mean you're holding a very valuable coin. The 1973 D double die penny is one of the rarest Lincoln cents out there. Only a handful are confirmed to exist in mint condition. That's why the value can skyrocket, up to $1.4 million for coins in pristine condition. It's a collector's holy grail. Alright, so maybe you're wondering, how can I know if my penny is worth anything close to that? Here's a simple checklist for you to follow. Check the date and mint mark. Make sure it says 1973 and has a clear D for Denver. Look for doubling on key areas. Focus on the date and the inscriptions around Lincoln's portrait. Examine the condition. Coins in near mint or uncirculated condition have the highest value. Consult a professional. Always get your coin graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Grading is essential. A professional coin grading company will authenticate your coin, assess its condition, and provide a grade that helps buyers know what they're getting. The higher the grade, the higher the price you can command. Once you have your coin graded, it's time to sell. You can go through reputable coin dealers, auction houses, or online platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Just be sure to do your homework and avoid scams. To wrap up, if you find a 1973 D Lincoln penny with a double die error, especially in mint condition, you could be looking at a coin worth millions. Don't just toss those old pennies. Take a closer look. They might be hiding a treasure. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies in American history. The 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that's estimated to be worth a staggering $1.6 million. If you've ever found an old penny in your drawer or attic, this video could change your life. First, let's rewind a bit. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909. But the 1975 penny? That's a rare story. Normally, pennies minted in 1975 carry a mint mark indicating where they were made: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; or San Francisco, S. But a no mint mark penny from 1975, which shouldn't even exist in normal circulation, has turned out to be a numismatic treasure. So why does this coin fetch such an insane price tag? It's all about rarity and mystery. The 1975 no mint mark penny is considered a mint error or an experimental coin that slipped through quality control. Only a handful are known to exist, making it incredibly rare. Collectors and experts have confirmed that these coins were never officially released by the US Mint. So owning one is like having a tiny piece of minting history, unique and priceless. You might be wondering, is it really worth $1.6 million? Yes, That's the ballpark figure offered by expert appraisers and auction houses for a perfect condition specimen. Factors that influence this value include mint state or uncirculated coins demand the highest prices. Coins with a well-documented history tend to fetch more. Certified coins from reputable grading companies, like PCGS or NGC, command premium prices. Here's the million-dollar question. How do you identify if your penny is this rare gem? Here's what to look for. No mint mark where you would usually see a D or S. The year clearly stamped 1975. Coin condition. Look for minimal wear and clear details. Be wary of fake or altered coins. Always get a professional opinion. If you suspect you own a 1975 no mint mark penny, don't just put it in a jar or sell it on a whim. Follow these steps. Handle carefully. Avoid cleaning or rubbing the coin. This can reduce its value. Get it authenticated. Reach out to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can help you get the best price. Stay patient. The market for rare coins can be competitive, and timing matters. Many people have stumbled upon these pennies without knowing their worth. Take Jane from Ohio. She found a 1975 penny in her late father's coin collection and got it authenticated. It sold at auction for over $1 million. Stories like these remind us, your old coins might be worth way more than you think. Before we wrap up, a few important tips. Don't trust random online appraisals. Always get an expert to see your coin in person. Avoid scams. $1 million coins attract fraudsters. Remember, the 1975 no mint mark penny is extremely rare. Most pennies from that year are worth just face value or a bit more. So, if you have a 1975 penny, take a closer look. It could be your ticket to a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, hit that like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share your coin stories in the comments below. Who knows? Your penny might just be the next legend. I'm going to share an incredible story about a very special coin, the 2016 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, but with a rare twist, the no mint mark variety. Believe it or not, this little penny could be worth over $1.4 million. Introduction to the 2016 Lincoln penny. First, let's talk about the Lincoln penny you probably know. The 2016 Lincoln 1-cent coin is a familiar sight. It has Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, and on the back, the Union shield, symbolizing unity. Normally, you'll see a tiny D or P mint mark near the date, indicating where the penny was made, Denver or Philadelphia. But what happens if there's no mint mark at all? That's where the story gets really interesting. Mint marks are small letters that tell you which mint produced the coin. In 2016, the Philadelphia Mint was supposed to mark pennies with a P, a change introduced that year after decades without it. Meanwhile, Denver Mint coins carry the D. So, finding a 2016 penny without any mint mark at all, especially from Philadelphia, is extremely unusual. This no mint mark penny could be a rare error coin. You're probably wondering, how does a no mint mark coin even exist? It's a minting error, meaning during production, the mint mark stamp was accidentally skipped or misapplied. These errors can make coins incredibly valuable, especially if they're from recent years and highly unexpected. Collectors around the world are obsessed with rare errors. The 2016 no mint mark penny is special because it defies what we've come to expect. It's from Philadelphia, but it looks like a coin minted before the P mint mark was introduced. Because these coins are so scarce, with maybe just a handful confirmed, collectors value them enormously. In fact, a verified 2016 no mint mark Lincoln penny recently sold for $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. How to identify your penny? So, how do you know if you have one? Here's what to look for. Check the front near the date. Is there a tiny P or D? If there's no letter at all, don't immediately assume it's rare. Counterfeit or cleaned coins exist. Look for clear signs of authenticity and no damage. The coin's condition matters. The more pristine, the higher the value. If you think you've got this rare no mint mark penny, here's what you should do. Don't clean or polish the coin. This can decrease its value. Get it appraised by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Avoid selling hastily. Seek advice from coin experts or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Document everything: photos, provenance, and any certifications. Other notable Lincoln penny errors and their values. While we're talking pennies, here are a few other famous Lincoln penny errors you might find valuable. Worth thousands in perfect condition. Incredibly rare because most were steel that year. Another modern rarity. Final tips for selling your valuable coins. For those thinking about selling, here are my top tips. Always get multiple appraisals. Use trusted platforms or reputable auction houses. Be patient. The right buyer could pay top dollar. Keep your coins safe and insured. So, whether you've been collecting for years or just found an old coin in a drawer, don't overlook the value that might be hiding in plain sight. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that even modern coins can be worth millions. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins you might be sitting on, the rare 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, some of these pennies can be worth over $1.5 million. Stay tuned because if you have an old penny collection gathering dust, this video could change your life. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value of this penny, let's take a quick step back. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. Since then, millions have been minted every year, but some years and specific pennies stand out for their rarity and errors. Most pennies made in 1972 have a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a tiny fraction were minted with no mint mark at all, meaning they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which usually doesn't put a mint mark on pennies. Sounds simple, right? Here's where it gets interesting. The no mint mark 1972 penny is a rare variation, but what makes it truly valuable is when it's found with a specific double die error or other minting mistakes. These errors can make the coin incredibly rare and collectible. Now, here's the million-dollar question, literally. Some of these 1972 pennies have been graded as gem mint condition, meaning they look almost perfect despite being over 50 years old. What truly drives their value to that staggering $1.5 million mark is the extremely rare double die error. When a coin is double struck, it shows a noticeable doubling of the letters or numbers on the coin, kind of like a ghost image. Collectors pay top dollar for these errors because they're so rare and difficult to find in pristine condition. So, if you have a 1972 no mint mark penny, especially with signs of doubling on the date or the word liberty, it could be worth way more than just a penny. Here's how to check your penny. First, look closely for the mint mark. If it's missing, that's step one. Next, examine the date and lettering for signs of doubling. You might see thicker or shadow-like outlines. Lastly, consider the coin's condition. Clean pennies are worth less, so don't try to scrub or polish your coin. Collectors want the original finish. If your coin looks shiny and flawless with visible doubling, it could be the real deal. If you think you have a 1972 no mint mark penny with a double die error, here's what you should do next. Handle it carefully. Oils and dirt can damage the coin. Get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can verify its rarity and condition. Consider consulting a reputable coin dealer who specializes in rare pennies. And finally, if it checks out, prepare for potential offers that might surprise you. We're talking 6 or 7 figures here. Believe it or not, there are real stories of collectors who sold rare pennies for hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. These coins are more than just copper. They're tiny time capsules of history and rare mistakes from the mint. So, if you've got a coin jar or box with pennies from the early 70s, don't just toss them aside. Take a moment to inspect your pennies, especially those from 1972 without a mint mark. It could be your ticket to a surprising payday. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with friends who love coin collecting, and subscribe for more insider tips on rare coins and hidden treasures. And if you have questions or want me to help identify a coin, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies ever discovered. the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent, a penny that's reportedly worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a single penny. Now, you might be wondering, how can a simple penny, especially one from 1994, be worth so much? Let's explore the story behind this rare coin, why it's so valuable, and what you should do if you think you might have one tucked away. The Lincoln penny, a quick history. The Abraham Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Over the years, millions of these pennies have been minted, with slight variations making some of them incredibly valuable. Most of us know pennies as small change, but for collectors, subtle differences, like mint marks, errors, or rare years, can turn a penny into a priceless treasure. The 1994 penny is special because, unlike other years, there's a version with no mint mark at all. Normally, pennies made at the Philadelphia Mint have no mint mark, but starting in 1979, the Philadelphia Mint began placing a P mint mark on pennies. However, some 1994 pennies were mistakenly struck without any mint mark. Show side-by-side comparison. 1994 penny with P versus 1994 penny with no mint mark. This error makes the no mint mark 1994 penny extremely rare. Collectors prize this because it breaks the usual pattern and is a minting anomaly. Why is it worth $1.3 million? Here's the $1 million question, literally. Why is this penny valued at $1.3 million? The answer lies in rarity and condition. The fewer coins like this that exist, the more collectors are willing to pay. And if your penny is in pristine condition, meaning no scratches, dents, or discoloration, its value skyrockets. Plus, coins graded by professional grading services as mint state or higher can command premium prices, verifying authenticity. But before you get too excited, it's critical to verify if your coin is genuine. With high-value coins like this, many fakes and altered pennies float around. Look for the absence of the mint mark on the front, just below the date. Check the coin's condition. Is it free of wear and damage? Have the coin professionally graded and authenticated by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. What to do if you have this penny now? If you think you have a 1994 no mint mark penny, here's what you should do. Don't clean or alter it. Cleaning can reduce its value drastically. Handle it carefully, hold by the edges, avoid fingerprints. Get a professional appraisal, a trusted coin dealer or grading company. Consider selling through reputable auction houses or dealers. You want to maximize your return and avoid scams. Real-life sales and market trends. While $1.3 million might sound like the ultimate payday, remember that coin values can fluctuate based on market demand and condition. There have been several reports and auctions where rare Lincoln pennies have fetched six-figure sums, sometimes even more. If your coin is genuine and in top condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon an old penny jar, always stay informed. Research, verify, and never rush into a sale without expert advice. Coins like the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny show us how small treasures can hold incredible stories and even bigger values. Closing. We're diving deep into a very special penny. One that could be worth a whopping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2002 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. If you or someone you know has old coins lying around, especially pennies from the early 2000s, this video could change your life. So, stay tuned because this is something every collector and every seller needs to hear. Let's start by understanding what makes this penny so unique. The 2002 penny is one of the last coins in the Lincoln cent series to feature the no mint mark design. Now, usually pennies from this era were minted in Philadelphia, and those typically don't have a mint mark. But what makes the 2002 no mint mark penny so valuable isn't just where it was made. It's the rarity, the errors, and the story behind it. In 2002, pennies were minted in Philadelphia without any mint mark, and in Denver with a D mint mark. Collectors usually look for coins that have some sort of error or rarity to be valuable. But the 2002 no mint mark penny has something extra special. a known error or a rare production variation that experts say could be worth as much as $1.5 million. Now, you might be wondering, how is that possible? Most pennies from the 2000s aren't worth more than a few cents, right? Here's the secret. It's all about the rare variations and errors that can occur during the minting process. This penny, when found in perfect condition with a specific rare error, is like striking gold. Examples of valuable errors include double die, off-center strikes, or missing design elements. The 2002 no-mint mark penny that's so valuable shows an unusual minting error that collectors have been hunting for years. And it's estimated that only a handful exist. If you think you have a 2002 penny without a mint mark, or any old penny, here's what you need to do. Inspect your coin carefully. Use a magnifying glass to look for errors, like doubled images, missing parts, or unusual markings. Check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins graded as mint state or proof can be worth thousands or even millions. Get it professionally appraised. Don't trust guesswork. Certified coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which is crucial when selling. Many people have found unexpected treasure in their old coin jars just by checking these simple details. The 2002 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare gems that collectors dream about. With only a few known specimens in mint condition, it's no surprise that it's valued at over $1 million. It's a perfect example of how rare coin collecting can be incredibly rewarding. If you or someone you know has a 2002 penny with no mint mark, don't just toss it or spend it on a coffee. Could be worth a fortune. And even if it's not the exact 2002 era penny, many older pennies, especially those pre-1982, have significant value due to their copper content and rarity. Old coins can be hidden treasure troves. From rare pennies to silver dimes, quarters, and beyond, there's serious money waiting in your drawers, attic, or coin collections. If you're interested in selling, always get a professional appraisal first to ensure you get the best price. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on valuable coins and collectibles. And hey, if you have an old penny or coin you're curious about, drop a comment or send a picture. We love helping our community uncover hidden value. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures hiding in your coin jars and collections. Today, I'm going to reveal something insane. A 2021 D-Mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that's worth over $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny valued in the millions. So, if you or someone you know has old coins, stick around because this could change your life. Title: The $1.6 million 2021 D. Lincoln penny. Hidden treasure or myth? First, let's get some background. Abraham Lincoln has been featured on the U.S. 1-cent coin, the penny, since 1909. It's one of the most iconic and longest-running coin designs in the United States. Most pennies are worth their face value, 1 cent, but some rare pennies are worth thousands or even millions. Now, what makes the 2021 D penny so special? Let me break it down. The D Mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Typically, modern pennies aren't rare or valuable because they are mass-produced. But this one stands out because it has a rare error, a minting mistake that makes it nearly unique. Coins are made through a process called striking. Sometimes errors happen like double strikes, off-center strikes, or wrong metal compositions. These errors can make coins extremely valuable to collectors. In the case of the 2021 D penny, there was a special die error causing a highly unusual appearance, an error so rare it's almost one of a kind. This penny was found by a lucky collector, and because of its rarity and demand among coin collectors worldwide, its estimated value skyrocketed to around $1.6 million. This is a staggering amount for what many consider just pocket change. To put it in perspective, the most famous valuable Lincoln penny is the 1909 SVDB penny, which can fetch over $1 million in perfect condition. This modern 2021 D-era penny is in the same league because of its rarity and the buzz in the collector community. So what does this mean for you? If you're someone between 30 and 70 years old, maybe you found a box of old coins, inherited a collection, or just love hunting for rare pennies, don't throw those pennies away. There might be a hidden gem in there, just like this 2021 D penny. Here are 3 tips if you want to check if your pennies or coins are valuable. Look for mint marks and dates. Some years and mint marks are known to be rare. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubled images, off-center strikes, or strange textures. Get professional appraisals. Don't just guess. Coin experts and certified grading services can authenticate and value your coins accurately. There are online resources and auction sites where you can research your coins, but if you think you have a rare one, take it seriously. A single penny could be worth a fortune, just like the 2021 D penny. Before we finish, here's a quick reminder. The coin market can fluctuate, so values change over time. But if you find a coin as rare as the 2021 D Lincoln penny with the mint error, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about spotting valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. Also, comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or coin worth a lot of money. I want to hear your stories. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing coin stories ever. The 2006 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny that's valued at a staggering $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a single penny. So, if you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and curious about how you could cash in on your old coins, stick around. This video is for you. First, let's talk about what makes this penny so special. The 2006 Lincoln penny with the D Mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver, is seemingly just like any other penny. But what if I told you that this coin contains a rare minting error that has collectors and experts absolutely fascinated? Mint marks are small letters stamped on coins that tell us where the coin was made: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. While most pennies are produced perfectly, sometimes errors slip through. These errors can be tiny variations, missing marks, or doubled images. And that's exactly what happened with this 2006 D penny. The 2006 D penny with this rare error has a double die mint mark, meaning the D appears twice, slightly offset. This minting mistake makes the penny extraordinarily rare. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making them a prized possession among collectors. Now, why is this important to you? Because rarity equals value. The more unique and rare a coin is, the more collectors will pay, sometimes up to $1.4 million for just one penny. Imagine that. A coin you might have casually found or held onto in your change could be worth enough to change your life. There have been documented sales where rare pennies with errors like this have fetched incredible sums at auction. For example, the famous 1943 copper penny sold for nearly $2 million. So the 2006 D Mint Mark penny with the double die error fits right into this elite category of valuable coins. So, if you're 30 to 70 years old, you might have grown up using these pennies, or maybe your family passed down old coin collections. Here's what you can do if you think you might own this valuable penny or any rare coin. Examine your pennies carefully. Look for doubled mint marks or any unusual details. Use a magnifying glass or take high-quality photos to compare with verified error coins online. Avoid cleaning or polishing your coins. It can reduce their value dramatically. Consult a professional coin appraiser or a trusted coin dealer to get your penny authenticated. If your penny is genuine, consider selling it through a reputable auction house or a specialized coin dealer to get the best price. Remember, the key to unlocking the value of your coin is proper identification and careful handling. And even if your coin isn't the 2006 D era penny, many old pennies and coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their rarity and condition. For those of you interested in learning more, I'll drop some links in the description below. Places where you can learn to spot valuable coins, trusted dealers, and auction platforms. Plus, tips on how to protect and store your coin collection safely. So, next time you find an old penny, take a closer look. You might just have $1 million treasure in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on valuable coins and collectibles. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting!